Growing up on the main streets of Corellia, Qi'ra used caution to separate herself from her fellow scrum rats. She also clawed her way up from the wasteland of the silo to the role of head girl, using her cunning to do so. Not only did this prove a profitable deal for Lady Proxima, but she came to admire the youngster's planning and strategy, so much so that Qi'ra commanded both her attention and respect by the age of 18. But that's not to say Proxima fully trusted the potentially threatening schemer. Dryden Voss, on the other hand, well, he was slightly easier to manipulate. Despite his nature as a volatile yet intelligent gangster, Voss was completely unaware of Qi'ra's true intentions and desires. In fact, so blinded was the Crimson Dawn leader that his probing questions were often easily deflected by her charm and wit alone. But if placing all of his trust in the former powerless street urchin wasn't bad enough, seeing her as his most trusty lieutenant, advisor and strategist, Voss personally groomed Qi'ra to be his eyes and ears on assignments he could not undertake. Dryden also allowed her to maintain his schedule and carefully monitor meetings aboard his luxurious yacht. To anyone who knew her from her days under the thumb of Lady Proxima, such as Han Solo, Qi'ra came across as a completely different person. Firstly, her cool and calculating front made her almost unrecognisable. And secondly, her wardrobe of stylish tailored outfits from the galaxy's leading fashion designers were nothing like the tattered clothes she wore on Corellia. But that's not to say such dresses lacked manoeuvrability. In fact, they were specifically designed to complement Qi'ra's fighting style of Terrace Cassie. Despite this, however, the high-ranking criminal wasn't afraid to utilise her lightweight Monlitzer S195 double-barreled blaster pistol. Try saying that 10 times fast. Nor was she reluctant to utilise explosives, smoke grenades and sedative gas, all of which she could access through her Crimson Dawn contacts. With all of that being said, it really goes without saying that Qi'ra was as powerful and dangerous as she was beautiful. But given the ambiguous ending of Solo: A Star Wars Story, what do you think will happen to her next? Let me know in the comments below. If you've learned something new from today's video, be sure to leave a like. To help out the channel that little bit extra, please do consider pledging to our Patreon page, and for weekly content on all things Han Solo, press that subscribe button and notification bell to keep it locked here to the Carcasans.